Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0 and fans. I'm your host, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you episode 19 of Spidey Classics. This is the video series where I share with you some of the all-time favorite Spider-Man classics. Now, this is a modern-day classic. This one's come out 9 years ago, and this is the Spider Island story. And today we're going to be covering Amazing Spider-Man issue 666. This is the prelude to Spider Island. So I will be covering this whole story arc. I felt that this is Dan Slott's best stories that he has written when he was on this run of Amazing Spider-Man. And being that this story is 9 years old now, you guys may have not had a chance to actually read this, and this may want you to go out there and buy this story. So let's kick this one off. Let's talk about Amazing Spider-Man issue 666, the prelude to Spider Island. So back in this time, Peter Parker is obviously broken up with Mary Jane. He is actually dating Carly Cooper at the time. And what's happening is that all of Manhattan has been infested with bed bugs, which is kind of insane, right? So, and people are killing bed bugs, but people have been getting bitten by bed bugs, and they all of a sudden are waking up with spider powers. So kind of Manhattan is slowly having these spider people, like this phase one of spider people, okay? But you don't know right now what's really going on. At this time, we get to see Spider-Man's schedule, who is very busy, okay? He's obviously Spider-Man. He's part of the Avengers at this time, and he's also part of the Future Foundation as well. So, which is a Fantastic Four, and he's got that cool white outfit. Now, one of the coolest things about Peter Parker in this time period is that he has a job which is called Horizon Labs, and it uses his scientific mind at his best, I thought, where he can go into his own office, he can create his own inventions, and he can use them when he becomes Spider-Man. So, for instance, like, he has this molecular suit where he can change the way his suit actually is. So if he wants to be a regular Spider-Man, he can be regular Spider-Man suit. If he wants to be part of the Future Foundation, he can change it into that white suit. Very cool, different types of inventions that he creates, and he uses them along the, when he goes out as Spider-Man. So you get to really see how busy that he actually is. In the beginning of this issue, he winds up going out on the town. He winds up defeating some bad guys that are robbing a bank and whatnot, and you get to see what's going on with J. Jonah Jameson as well. He is the mayor of New York at this time. His approval rating is not very good because Spider-Man is doing all kinds of good in Manhattan, and yet, of course, J. Jonah has this vendetta against Spider-Man, so his approval rating is actually going down. You also get to see Hydro Man in this issue, and we get to see how Spider-Man uses some new technology to take him out. We see some guest stars like Shang-Chi. We get to see Julia Carpenter in this, as she's the new Madam Web. We get to see Firestar very briefly, as well as they try to battle Hydro Man in here as well. But the interesting thing is, Spider-Man has no idea, or Peter has no idea what's about to hit him, okay? Carly Cooper's experiencing some extra power, extra strength. Like, one of the bad guys actually break free from Spider-Man's webbing, and Carly just sits there and punches him, and he totally gets knocked out. So again, there's these strange things that are happening to people. They get superpowers. They can jump real high. They can see differently. They have Spider-Man powers. And as the issue goes along, you wind up getting to see that who else is involved in this thing? Well, it is the Jackal. The Jackal is the one that's been responsible for this phase one by putting these bugs, these bed bugs around Manhattan and giving these people spider powers. So it looks like he wants to make his own spider army, because obviously he's infatuated with cloning and making different types of Spider-Men. He has a version of Kane by his side. He created another Kane at the end of this issue as well. Quite interesting. Also, you get to see a little moment of Flash Thompson, which is really good in this issue because, he died recently. And so you get to see him as Agent Venom, and he is actually dating Betty in here as well. And yeah, there were some pretty cool moments. This was a nice little prelude. Julia Carpenter also gives Spider-Man the warning that this battle is going to be your biggest battle yet. And, the web sees it, and we've been training you, but you haven't been really noticing it. And Peter kind of gets pissed off, and he leaves, and he's like, oh, you've been using me all this time. And at the end of the issue, again, you wind up seeing Kane get cloned, and we get to see a mysterious woman in here as well, as she's part of this whole spider plan also. So yeah, that's pretty much the issue in a nutshell. You don't know who the mysterious woman is. We don't know what's going to happen to these people that have these spider powers as of yet. Again, this is the prelude, but in future issues, I will be covering this entire story arc, so you guys get to see what this one is about. So I think this one is going to be a lot of fun. I have not read this series since it came out 9 years ago, so it'll be cool reliving it. And so guys, if you read Spider Island, tell me what you thought of it when you read it, and is this something that you might want to reread again? So again, guys, until next time, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Spidey Classics. Take care, fans. See you soon. Bye.